Let's do some yoga. So let's take our thighs back a little bit. You just grab a hold of your thigh and pull it back a little bit, and then come up to a good seat so that your ears are right above your shoulders and your shoulders are right above your hips. Close your eyes. And on the inhale, take your shoulders up towards your ears, and as you exhale, just let them release. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, let them release. I'd like to invite you to do a little pre-test on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 meaning you're totally calm and 10 meaning that you're frantic. Where are you in the level of feeling stressed out or anxiety? Okay, and scale of 1 to 10, your pain level. Pain being it's beyond, 10 being it's beyond anything you can endure, and 1 being that it's no pain. And then to what extent are thoughts bombarding you? And level 10 would be that they're just like totally coming at you and it's overwhelming. And a 1 would be that you're just calm and maybe there's some thoughts just floating by. And I hope I can remember, help me remember if I forget, to check it out again at the end of class. And the goal of the class is for you to feel good. And remembering that, I just was talking about ahimsa before, remembering that you want to feel good and you want to keep yourself safe. Ahimsa means non-harming. So root down with the lower part of your body, the part that's touching the blanket and the mat, so that you can stretch up tall. You can imagine a string with a helium balloon that is reaching up to the sky. So there's a big stretch of down to the earth and up to the sky at the same time. And bring your hands to your heart so that the palms are touching in Anjali Mudra. I invite you to make an intention for the class, or it may even go beyond the class. Intentions are really powerful. So making an intention for some positive value that you wish to cultivate. It could be the one I'm thinking of for today, which is gratitude. Maybe you're looking to just feel more peaceful or to have fun, to bring more joy into your life. Maybe it's to feel healthy. Whatever it is for you, I invite you to make that intention. And then bring to mind someone or people who need some good energy, and dedicating the practice to them could raise the quality of your own practice. I'd like to invite you to maybe include in that everybody who is suffering in some way from this pandemic, everybody around the world, which is, I guess, pretty much of humanity. We'll dedicate the practice to them, so to lift us all up. Let your head reach down to your heart. And honor that place within you that is so committed to your well-being that it gets you to your yoga and all the good things you do for yourself. And then slowly bring your head up to neutral. And we're going to chant together the sound of Om. Maybe we don't hear each other, but we're all connected. Take in a deep breath. Om. Bring your hands onto your thighs and We're going to do pranayama, yogic breathing, and it's the 3-6 breath. So you'll breathe into the count of 3 and out to the count of 6. Extending the exhale helps to calm the nervous system. It helps to get the parasympathetic online, as opposed to the cortisol running through our bodies. So let's take in a deep breath on the count of 1, 2, 3, and out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In. 1, 2, 3. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In. 1, 2, 3. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Continue with 3 more rounds in your own timing. And place your fingers in spider fingers, pressing down, lift up, open your heart. Yeah. Part of the expression of gratitude is opening up our heart to all the good in our lives. So I invite you to stand up, and we are going to have to adjust this a little bit. We're going to do some energy work that will prepare us to be able to get the most value from this class. And we're going to start with the thumps. And you can, if you lift up your shoulders a little bit, feel your collarbones, and right under the collarbone over to the sides is an indentation, and those are the K27 meridians. So you just start to tap, tap, tap there. If you don't feel like tapping, you could rub. Tap, tap, tapping, or rub, rub, rubbing. And this is, the kidney meridian is related to fear and anxiety, and it helps to just really reduce any fear or anxiety that we have on. I think a lot of us are being affected by this unprecedented time. Okay, and to stop that, and then right here on the sternum, on your breastbone, this is the thymus, and it's called the thymal thump. You could even be making a loose fist, and kind of like Tarzan or a chimpanzee. No, the gorillas do this. Yeah, and this is about bringing the life force up to us, just increasing that. And then bring your fingers and tap, tap, tap up at the top of your head. This is getting the crown chakra activated, our connection to the wisdom of the world and our own deepest wisdom. And then very gently underneath the eyes, this connects to the stomach meridian. Get rid of the butterflies in the stomach and bring us to greater calm. Okay, so that's the first part. The next one is remember that intention that you made. We're going to zip it up, and you start at the pubic bone, and just think whatever it was. Maybe it's just, if you didn't think of one, let's think of I'm grateful, or whatever else it is, and you bring your hand up the middle of your body all the way up to the lower lip. Let's do that again, from the pubis all the way up to the lower lip, and one more time, from the pubis all the way up to the lower lip. Okay, and now to get the two sides of the body to cross over, to get the left side of the body is ruled by the right brain, and the right side of the body by the left, and then start to bring the opposite hand to the opposite leg. Cross crawls. Okay, good. These are all things that are good to do every morning. So remember, we did all those thumping places, and then we did the zip up, and then we did the, well, we started with homolateral. This is like, I call this the puppets. And then we went to the cross crawl, and this ipsilateral. Okay. And then the last one, you put one finger right into your belly button, and the other one between your eyes, right here at the third eye. And press in and pull up. And just let this be something that helps to release whatever the fearsome thoughts or those inner complaints of I don't like things the way they are, perhaps. Just letting go of all that. With each exhalation, breathe out through an open mouth. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. Normal yogic breathing is with the mouth and nose closed. But for this releasing, breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. And just stop for a minute and just feel, see if you can feel what that did. Maybe you feel a little different than you did before you did those things. I do. So you can come on back and take a good seat. Now I have to turn it so you can see me. That'll work. And yeah, bring your stretch out your left leg and bring the right foot up onto the left thigh, and interlace your fingers. I don't think you can see what I'm doing. Maybe this will help. If you can't see me, just do what I say. Okay, interlace the fingers with the toes and take your leg up, your ankle around in one direction and the other. So this notion of gratitude, yeah, I was saying gratitude actually enhances the immune system. It helps, it's good for our health. It increases our resilience, it improves our relationships with people, helps us to like ourselves better, helps make life more wonderful. Squeeze in, stretch out, and it's always available to us. Take your toes down and up and twist and pull each toe. It's such a beautiful day, you know, just enjoying this. My neighbor, take your thumbs, make a deep crevice from the heels up to the toes, and then I want you to massage, especially right here in the middle of the ball of your foot, because that's the K21, the kidney, and K1, it's the first kidney meridian point, and it's called the bubbling spring. So really pressing down on that bubbling spring is great. Yeah, so my neighbor down the street, I was walking by. You know, it's like you can't walk by nowadays without, well, I can't walk by without seeing like this neighbor and that neighbor and stopping to talk to them. Anyway, so he says, I said, how are you doing? He says, I'm doing great. He says, hey, you know, the air is clear. I can breathe. I have someplace to go. There's no traffic. And I get to hang out with my wonderful wife of 47 years. And it's like, what's not to like? He said, so just massage all over your foot now. Yeah. So massaging the feet is really about helping to ground us. And this is a time, especially when we need grounding. And then shake it out and stretch the leg out. You can hold down here. If it doesn't work for you to hold here, wherever it works for you. Yeah, keep tall, like you still have that string with the healing balloon. And then stretch the other way. Spread your toes. And then bring your foot up to your hand or your wrist or your elbow, wherever it reaches, and take it back and forth. Yeah, make yourself tall. Hug in. And then stretch it out. Just stop for a moment and notice what that did for you. And then we'll do the other side. Interlace the fingers with the toes and take it around. I don't know if you can, I'm just taking the ankle around and around. You don't have to lift it up. I just wanted you to see what I'm doing. And then squeeze in and stretch out. Take your toes down and up. And then twist and pull each toe. Now start to massage that bubbling spring on this side. Yeah, that point that's right in the middle of the ball of the foot. Press it down. You can do it if you hadn't had a ball. You could do it with the ball too. It's a really good thing to do. Help you feel better. Get more peaceful. And then massage all over the foot. Keep yourself tall. And shake it out. And then stretch long. Keep stretching tall. Yeah, spread your toes. Take it to the other side. Keep your sits bones in place. And just get a good stretch. And this is your IT band here. And a lot of times that gets tight for people. And then come on up, get the foot into your hand or your wrist or your elbow, wherever it reaches, and take it back and forth. Hug in. One thing we can feel grateful for is that we get to do yoga. We can all do this. Spread your toes and then bring your feet up close to each other and put your hands back behind you. And take your toes away from each other, even as the rest of the feet are pressing together. And this is Baddha Konasana. And lift your heart and be a sunbather. If you're on the East Coast, it's a beautiful sunbather kind of day. If you're on the West Coast, it probably is too. And stretch it out. Okay. So we're going to get to lie down on your back, and I'd like you to, I'll just, let's see, if I lie down like this, can you put your hand up if you can see me? No. Yes. Okay. Well, you lie down on your back and stretch all the way long so that your arms reach long, 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 and your feet are reaching up against an imaginary wall. And then come onto your side. And if you want to, you might have a block or a book or a blanket there on your side. And start to stretch your top. You've got your arms stretched out in front of you, like this. And then take the top hand way forward, the top leg way back. Yeah, and exhale as you do this. And as you inhale, bring the hand across the floor, across your body, and take your leg across the floor like a pendulum, keeping the heel and toe on the floor, and stretch the other way with a big exhale. Do that again. The hand comes across the body, across the floor. The foot goes across the floor, heel and toe on the floor, and exhale as you stretch. Then inhale and bring your hand back behind you, but your other hand can go to the back of the knee, the knee, and press on the back of the knee. And there's a gallbladder point there called Achiever of the Impossible. Wouldn't that be great? Let's achieve the impossible. Yeah, and spread your toes. Then come on back, and you can lie down and just stretch long like you did before. Now I'm turning it the other way so that I can still be looking towards you.
We can't see you.
Okay.
I can't see you at all.
Okay, thank you. See if this works. So you take the top leg way back and the top hand way forward. This is your exhale. And then inhale and bring the foot forward as you take the hand back. And exhale. You can look in the opposite direction. Yeah, so there's lots of things getting stretched here. Inhale and bring that top leg back, heel and toe on the floor, and the hand comes forward across the floor and across your body. Exhale as you stretch. Then inhale, bring that foot forward, hand comes across the body. Take your other hand and put your hand behind that knee. And there, this is the gallbladder point, the achiever of the impossible. Stretch out that other arm. Getting good stretch in the IT band here, which is that band up the outside of your upper leg. And come on back. Yeah, so roll over onto your belly. So everybody roll over onto your belly. And bring your arms, your forearms onto the floor. Your elbows are right below your shoulders. Press down strongly with the arms and take your heart forward. So this is a heart opener. And put your toes under. And you can either do this or imagine yourself doing it. If you imagine yourself doing it, it actually does you some good. And you lift up. And this is a strengthener to the whole core of your body. Toes are under. And then take it back down. Bring your hands by your chest. With your elbows in toward the middle of your body. Take your shoulders up and back and come on up into Cobra. You can isometrically pull your hands back. That means that they don't really move, but you're like engaging those muscles. And lift your heart. I don't want your arms straight. And then exhale and take it back down. Now take your arms back behind you, if you can, so that the palms are facing each other. Take your thighs, let your thighs move in. Stretch your legs out, draw the tailbone down, and lift up to the locust pose. This is helping to open our hearts to all the good in our lives, open our hearts to appreciating our own selves. And then come back down. You can put your hands into like one hand on top of the other to make a pillow and bring your head down. This is the crocodile pose. And I'm going to invite you to take your hips side to side as you do this. Yeah, let your hips just go side to side. And then come up into table pose. You can put your blanket under your knees if your knees are sensitive, which mine are. Okay. And have your hands a little bit in front of your shoulders and your knees a little bit behind your hips. Take your hips way off to the left, back toward child, and then inhale them way off to the right and forward. Exhale off to the right and back. Inhale off to the left and forward. Now, bring your arms. Let's do this. You're going to take your butt back toward child. If child doesn't feel good to you, you can actually just bring it to a puppy dog pose where you've got the butt in the air. And then come on back to table and then take it back to child or puppy dog. Stretching long from the tailbone all the way to the top of the head, all the way to the fingertips. And then inhale back to table and exhale back to child or puppy dog. Inhale back, table. Exhale back to child or puppy dog. Now, this next one, we're going to take it up to downward facing dog. You can have your knees bent and your ears are in line with your arms. And then you can either just bring the knees back down to table, or if you're feeling adventurous, you can go up to the downward dog. So your heels are reaching toward the floor even as your knees are bent. And then take it to upward facing dog, where you are letting your pelvis reach down toward the floor. And then exhale up to downward dog. Now, if that is too much for you, then you can bring your knees down instead of upward dog. Lifting your heart in gratitude to all the good things in your life. Back to downward dog and come on back to upward dog. Then come back down to your table pose and bring your right foot forward. Take your arm up, that'd be your right arm, with the thumb up, all the way up to the point where it needs to turn, and let the thumb take face down and bring it back. Bring it up, thumb up, and then let it turn and come down. Now bring it up, and this time you get to, I think I have to get back a little more for you to see it. Touch each finger to your thumb. Each finger to your thumb. And then let that thumb turn down and come back. Now, if you can stay there, or if it feels okay to lift up that back leg, you can inhale and bring the arm up, and exhale, take the thumb down. Inhale, bring the thumb up. Exhale, take it down. And inhale, take it up. And exhale, take it down. Okay. One more time. Inhale up, and then you're going to touch the thumb to each finger and come back down. Now I'm going to turn the other way so that you can still see me. You can change if you need to. And bring that, I guess this time it would be bring the left leg forward. If you have a book or a block that you want to put down on the other side to make this a little easier for you, you can do that. I've got a book here. I guess I should have told you on the other side. And then inhale and take that thumb up. Exhale and take it down. Inhale and bring the thumb up. Exhale and take it down. Inhale, thumb comes up. Exhale, take it down. And then you can stay there or straighten up that back leg. Inhale, reach up, exhale and take it down. Inhale, bring it up, and exhale and take it down. Inhale, bring it up, and then touch to the thumb, each finger, and exhale and take it down. Now, you can bring your back foot to meet the front, and yeah, come up to chair. Yeah, I need to lift you up a little bit so you can see me. Here we are at chair. Yeah, your feet are planted, your arms are up, and then bring the arms back. Your knees are bent. Bring your hands back behind you, right on your back, and make some circles. Yeah, this is another powerful point, your sacrum. Making circles on the sacrum in one direction and the other. And inhale, come back up, and bring your hands back onto mudra. Bring your feet hip width apart, and start to take your body in a circle. Yeah, you can come forward on your toes, and then exhale and take your feet over to the left, all the way back and forward. See if you can do this with your eyes closed. Let's go in the opposite direction. So your weight is forward, off to the side, back behind you, over to the other side and forward. And then come to the middle and see if you can find that place where your weight is just in the middle, between the front and the back, and the left side and the right side. All right. Now, we're going to do a salutation to the moon. Right now, the moon is waning, and you can take your hips way off to the left and the arms way off to the right for the waning of the moon. And then bend your knees, bring your palms down, let your head come forward, and this represents the new moon, which is going to be on May 22nd. And then take your arms over to the left, inhale the waxing of the moon, and bring the arms all the way up for the full moon. And this is going to be, the full moon for June is going to be on June the 5th. It's the strawberry moon. And then exhale and bring it down. Now, reestablishing yourself right here in your grounded place, we're going to just start to shake off any kind of stress. And you just let your, like one heel comes up and the other, and your shoulders can come back and forth, and your arms can just shake, and your head can shake around. And this shaking is really good for the nervous system. It just tells it, yeah, you can just let go. You don't have to keep holding. You can just let it all go. And then come on back and stop for a minute. Close your eyes and feel the difference. Feel how, if there's a little change in how you feel. Okay, now take your right leg back. The front knee is bent. I think maybe I need to do it to the side. Yeah. So the back heel is down. The front knee is bent. Your body is up. And if you're up here, if your knee isn't bent that much, okay. If you can bend it a little bit more, go for it. Your hips are even. And then stretch it up into a beautiful warrior one. Then as you exhale, straighten up that front leg and bring your hands back behind you, maybe holding on to your wrists or holding on to your elbows if you can. Keep a straight back and take your heart toward your foot. Your head is long in line with your body. Inhale, come back up. Take it back to your warrior one. Keep your hips even. So you're taking the back leg, the hip comes forward, and the front leg, the hip goes back. Open your heart and bring your hands back. Hold on to your wrists or your elbows. Or some people can do a reverse namaste. I can't demo that now. Take your heart towards your foot. And you might be here or here. The front leg stays straight. Then inhale, come on back and bring your feet parallel, though they are still wide. Take your hands back behind you and interlace your fingers if you can, or hold them back there, or hold on to your strap if you have one. And then bend forward, letting your heart lead the way. Again, this is all about opening up our hearts, opening up our hearts to the good in our lives for the sake of ourselves and for the people around us if we have any. And then inhale, come back up. Yeah, exhale and take it down again, rooting down as you lift up the arms as much as they want to lift right now. Maybe they don't, maybe they're going to stay right on your back. Whatever works for you. And if you're able, you can draw your heels, the heels of your hand toward each other a little bit. And then inhale, come back. Turn your feet the other way. And actually you want to bring your hips all the way parallel to the end of the mat. And then stretch up, bending the front knee, back heel is on the floor, as is the whole foot. And you're pressing toward the outside of that foot. Then inhale, come back up, hold on to your wrists or your elbows or whatever you can hold on to, and exhale and come forward in Parsvottanasana. The front leg is straight and the back leg is straight. Inhale, come back up. Bend the front knee, warrior one. Press down with the back of your outside foot, the outside of your back foot, and see if you can bend that front knee a little bit more. Back leg is straight, front knee is bent. Come back up, hold on to your wrists or your elbows. Exhale and take your heart towards your foot. And inhale, come back up. Turn, face me. You've got your feet, you're gonna have keep your toes out this time so that they're on a diagonal, and you come down into a squat. Bring your right elbow onto that knee and lift up the left. You can actually try to make some eights, make some infinity signs with this arm, around and around and around. Then put your left on your knee and stretch up and make your infinity signs. Around and around and around. That's eights lying on their sides. And then come on back and bring your hips from side to side like you're cleaning off a table behind you. You're dusting it with your butt. Then inhale, come back up. And exhale and bend that front knee and take it to warrior two. Yes, so the front knee is bent, the back leg is straight, your arms are stretching out, and make your arms so strong that they're actually maybe quivering a little bit. Yeah, draw the head of the arm bone into the socket. Look out over your hand. Then bring the back hand onto your thigh. Look up and over into a beautiful, peaceful warrior. You keep that back leg straight, the front knee bent. The knee is right in line with the mount of the second toe. And then inhale, take it back to your warrior two. Arms are strong. Exhale back into your peaceful warrior, stretching long. Then inhale back, warrior two. Straighten up that front leg, bring your feet parallel, and stretch up your right arm, take it down to the left leg. Open your heart here too, and keep your sit bones in place. Don't let that right one come forward. Root down with your feet and inhale back up. Exhale and take the left hand down toward the right leg and onto it. As high up as you need. I like it a little higher than normal so that you can open your heart. Because that's what we're working on today, opening up our hearts. Inhale, come back up. Stretch out your arms and put the palms, have your palms face each other. Lifting up and around. We're going to do that same movement of infinity signs or 8s other sides. Then you can switch hands and now you've got the other hand on top and continue with your beautiful infinities. Put your hands back on your hip and turn the other way. The back leg stays straight. Your knee is right above your ankle. Stretch it out. Make your arms so strong they quiver. And then take the back hand down and take it up to peaceful warrior. Inhale and take it back to warrior two. This is about helping us with courage, and the word courage, core, comes from the French word for heart. So we want to be with heart at this time. Take the back hand down, lift up and over, reach. And then inhale, take it back to warrior two. Come on up. Take your step back, and we're going to do something. I'm going to step back a little bit more. That is about, it's called bringing down the fire. And the fire is if you're feeling too agitated, and you want to come to a place of greater peace. So follow me. I'll show you what to do. Oh, let me tell you about the breath. When you breathe, you breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth with a ha sound. So you breathe in through your nose and out with a like that. Kind of like you're blowing out a candle. So, better would be if you are, it's winter time and you want to put your breath on the window. It would be more like that. So inhale, bring your arms up and bring your hands so that the thumbs and the fingers are touching in a tent. And as you exhale, bring your hand right down to the top of your head. Then inhale, hands come down, around, and up. And exhale with a ha as you bring your hands to the right between your eyebrows, the third eye. Inhale, bring the arms up, tent the fingers, and exhale as you bring your hands down to your heart with your ha breath. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, fingers come together and take the arms down to your belly. Inhale here, and then exhale as you flatten your fingers, flatten your hands against your belly. Take in a breath and bring your feet your hands across the outside of your legs, all the way through to your feet, and then shake it out. And now we're going to follow the spleen meridian. Inhale, bring from the big toe, you come up the inside of your leg. You bring your hands out to your hips and all the way up to the ribs, and then pulse the ribs with your fingers, and exhale with a just close your eyes and feel what that did. Okay. And if you're using a blanket to kneel on, you're going to need it again. And you're going to come down to kneeling if that works for you. So inhale and bring your one arm up, and exhale, take it down. Inhale, take it up, and exhale, take it down. All the way so you're touching your leg. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, take it down. One more time. Inhale, take it up, and exhale, and take it down. Now, other side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring your hand down to your thigh. Inhale, reach up. Your toes are under. Exhale, take it down to your thigh. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, take it down. Now, inhale with both arms up. Exhale, and take it down. Inhale with both arms up. Exhale, and take it down. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, take it down. Now this time you might want to do the same thing we've just been doing, or you could lift up. Inhale, one hand up and take it down to your knee, your heel, and you have to be able to keep your thighs straight up. If you're going back like that, you want to stay with your hand on your thigh. Inhale up, take it down to your heel or your thigh. Let your neck stretch long. And then inhale, come on back. Yeah, so, come onto your seat. We need to do a little something that's kind of the opposite of that. If you have a strap, you can use it. You can bring the right foot onto the left thigh. My friend Siobhan loves this because it's the way she can do the tree pose. It's like a sitting down tree. And bring your around your foot. Inhale, stretch tall, and exhale, take your heart toward the foot. If you need to hold on closer to the foot with the belt, you can. Some people might need to stay right up here because that's your edge. We're just looking for your edge. And breathe into this humble bowing to your own beautiful self. Inhale, come on back, and switch legs, switch feet. You can have the belt up onto the ball of the foot today. And you've got your left foot going into the right thigh. Make your whole body long, so you make yourself really tall, rooting down into the earth and stretching up to the sky. And then take your heart toward the foot. You want to you don't want the foot sickle, you want to keep the foot nice and straight. Breathe into that. And then inhale, come back. Stretch your legs wide. Lift your heart, put your hands behind you. And put your fingers in spider fingers so you're pressing your heart forward. And then bring your feet straight on and let your heart come towards your feet. Now, you're gonna, maybe I should show you first. In a minute, you're going to lie down on your back and you're gonna bring one knee in close and make some circles. And then you're going to use the opposite hand to take the knee over, keeping your shoulders on the floor, looking in the opposite direction, but getting a nice stretch in this twist. So, lie down on your back, and first thing, stretch long. Yeah, take your arms over your head. Your feet are up against an imaginary wall. Yeah. And then bring your right knee in close. Make some circles in one direction and then the other. Yeah. Then stretch your right arm out on the floor and using that left knee, that left hand, take that right knee over to the left. Yeah. So yeah, doing your best to keep your shoulder pretty much on the floor, looking off to the right. Allow yourself to enjoy that twist. Good. Now inhale back, stretch that leg out. Notice the difference between the two sides. That right leg might even feel a little longer. Now inhale and bring your left knee in close. Make some circles in one direction and the other. Yes, now stretch your left arm out, and using your right hand on the knee, you can take that knee down to the right, keeping both shoulders on the floor if you can, and looking off to the left. Enjoy that twist. Very nice. Then inhale back and stretch out that leg. Big, long stretch. You can take your arms up over your head. I see some of you are already doing that. Yeah. Then take your feet up toward the sky with your knees bent. And you can hold on to your feet, or maybe you want to hold on to your ankles or your shins, whatever you'd like, and be the happy baby. And just take your body from side to side, giving a nice massage to the back, giving it some love. And when you're ready, you can stretch out your body for Shavasana. If you want a little something under your head, you can do that. So you just want to find yourself a way to get as comfortable as you can. Some people might like to bend the knees and tent them, let the knees go in close together. Some people might like to have their legs stretched out. Some people might want something under their knees. You decide what's going to feel really good to you. With each exhalation, let your body relax a little bit more into the mat. And just begin to go through your body from the head, relaxing your head, your shoulders, relaxing your arms, relax your back, Relax your chest and the belly. Relax the sides of the body, hips. Relax the thighs and knees, the lower legs, ankles, the tops of the feet, the toes, the heels, and the soles. And just breathe deeply, letting go of anything that's other than feeling really good. And breathe in to your heart, as if your heart were your lungs. And from that heart place, breathe in someone that you feel grateful to. And as you breathe out, send your gratitude to that person. They may be living or no longer on this planet. They may be somebody from yesterday or long ago. And with each inhale, you could breathe in that same person, or you could breathe in a different one that you feel grateful for and grateful to, and then send out that gratitude to that person. Now I'd like to invite you to breathe in gratitude to yourself and breathe out, sending it to every cell of your body. Gratitude to you for the good you bring to this world, for the good ways that you take care of yourself, for just being. Now begin to let go of that practice, knowing that you can bring it back anytime you want to, anytime you'd like to feel better, just remembering to be grateful. You can move your fingers and your toes, maybe make some circles with your wrists and ankles, maybe take your head from side to side, and then stretch your arms over your head for a great big full body stretch. And then draw your knees in close to your chest. And give yourself a hug of appreciation for giving yourself this gift of yoga. And in your own good time, you can roll over onto your side and bring yourself up to a comfortable seat. On a scale of 1 to 10, let's consider your stress. 1 would be that you're feeling calm and peaceful. 10 would be that you're frantic. What number would you give yourself now? And on a scale of 1 to 10, what's your pain level? And on a scale of 1 to 10, to what extent are the thoughts bombarding you? I'm going to read something to you. Those of you who've been with me, you've all heard this before, but I love it. So here it goes.
Gratitude unlocks the fullness of life. It turns what we have into enough and more. It turns denial into acceptance, chaos to order, confusion to clarity. It can turn a meal into a feast, a house into a home, a stranger into a friend. Gratitude makes sense of our past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow. Melody Beattie.